welcome to this new finished space. I mean, I say finished, I kind of want to maybe get a couple plants, get some, maybe put up my big boards with all my Pilates cool stuff on there, some little touches, but it's pretty much finished. But yeah, well, welcome. It feels so good to finally have this done, and what's going to feel even better? Getting to do a whole bunch of extensions in here. You know what? Fun fact, my body is not the biggest fan of extensions. That's because hip extension is not the easiest thing for me. So we're going to work on those together. You're going to see it's something that I find really difficult, and we're going to get to play around and let me know how you do. Okay, so to start off, we're going to warm up a little bit with some shoulder bridges. I know shoulder bridges don't seem like the biggest extension ever, but they really do warm up the hips, and they really make that extra little oomph from the underneath without having any extra strain on the spine when you're cold. And then when you're ready, curling yourself on up, press through those feet, lift your hips up, curl yourself on down. Make sure you've got a little squeeze of those inner thighs, lifting up, press through those arms, curling yourself back on down. Curl up, squeeze the glutes. We're going to do one last one, curling all the way on up and all the way back on down. Nice. So from here, then we're going to flip over onto our stomach and then get going on our swans. Talk about those for a minute. Okay. So hips are going to be down. You can have your cheek or your forehead down in the mat. Squeeze those legs together unless that doesn't feel right for your back or your hips. And what you should feel when you press your hips down is you should feel your glutes instantly turn on. This is great. You should always have your hips on when you're in extension. Your hands are going to be down by your chest, but I don't want you to use them until absolutely necessary. So lift yourself up as high as you can, press those hips down as hard as you can. It's okay if those feet lift off, and then you're going to use your hands, press yourself up even higher. And then exhale, come all the way down with control. And then again, inhale, lift yourself on up. Think about shoulder blades coming down, chest is nice and wide. Exhaling as you come on down. Hips really pressing down into the mat, even if they lift off. Think about pressing them down towards it. Squeezing back on down. One last one here. And then all the way back on down. You can place either your cheek or your forehead down into the mat. Arms are going to go down by your side. And we're going to do kind of pull straps and T from the reformer work. So what you're going to do is you're going to lift those arms up. Palms are facing towards each other. Lift them up so much that you can reach with those fingers. Lift your head and chest on up. Exhale, place everything back on down. And then again, inhale, lift everything up. Exhale and back on down. One last one here. And then back down. Nice and slow. Awesome. Bring your arms out into a big T. You're going to pick those arms up, lift your chest up. Same sort of move. As you send the arms back, you lift your chest. As you bring them back forward, you come back to neutral. Really reaching through those fingertips, reach through those shoulders, warming up the back, and warming up the triceps. Nice, and then you're going to bring those arms out in front of you. If this is okay for your body, because some people, having their arms over their head is not their favorite thing in the world, place your forehead down on the mat, and then we are going to lift the arms up, bending like you're maybe putting on a hat, and then taking it off. And then again, placing it on your head, taking it right back off again. Don't ask me why you're putting a hat on while laying on the floor, or why you need to make this much room for yourself, but you know what? We are. One last one. Nice. You're going to carefully press yourself back, have a quick child's pose, bend the other way. Awesome. And then we're going to lay down on our stomach again. You're going to come onto your elbows if that's okay. So if this feels like too much extension, have your arms further away. If not, they're underneath your shoulders, but they're actively like pulling back towards your hips. Keep those shoulder blades down. You're gonna lift the legs up as high as you possibly can. Single leg kick. So you're gonna kick once, twice, and switch. Try to keep the legs nice and high. Those glutes are squeezed because you're pressing your hip bones down into the mat. Last one there. And all the way back on down. Okay. Then place one cheek down on the mat. Hands are going to come behind your head, or your back. One hand's going to be over top of the other. Legs are going to be bent in. Squeeze those feet together if you can. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale, send arms and legs away. Think lift, switch cheeks, come back on down. And then again, lifting up, exhale back down. One last one. All the way back to the beginning. And then back on down. And then we're going to do some rocking prep. So you're going to keep one leg bent in. You're going to reach back, grab hold of that shoelace part of your foot. If you can, your other arm's going to be out in front of you. Just soft bend in the elbow, something that you can really press into the hand. And then have a little quad stretch here. Pull back on that leg, but also squeeze your glutes and press your hips down. And then when you're ready, you're going to press that shoelace part of your foot into your hand. Push through that front arm. Lift yourself on up. And then release. Coming back on down, but keep the glutes squeezed. Keep the hips pressing down. Inhaling up. Exhale, lower. One last one. Coming all the way back on down. Release the foot. And then we're going to do the same thing other side. So that one hand in front, other hand's back. Grab hold of that shoelace part of your foot. First up, have a quad stretch. So pull on that leg. Obviously don't wrench on the knee. Press the hip bone down. Nice good stretch. Especially for those of us who have been sitting a lot lately. Yeah. And then you're going to place that hand back in front if it wasn't already. You're going to press through that hand, press through the foot. Coming on up. Exhale as you come back on down. And then again. Nice. I'm going to do this last one here. All the way up. And all the way back on down. Release the leg. Okay, so we're going to, if it's okay for you, you're going to grab hold of both parts of the shoelace parts of your foot. Have that double quad stretch here. And then when you're ready, you're going to press your feet into your hands. Coming on up. Exhale, come all the way back on down. Squeeze that inner thigh together. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, back down. One more time like this. And then, if you wanted to take that into a full rocking, we're going to add in a little rock to that. So, what's going to happen is you're going to come on up. As you inhale, you're going to press your feet back into your hands. As you exhale, you're going to lift those knees. And then inhale. And then exhaling. And then you're going to carefully release the legs. Bring yourself back on down. Have a moment. One big grand finale extension. We are going to do our high bridge. Or placement over high bridge if high bridge is not in your practice yet. Yet is the key word. We're gonna do it. So those feet are gonna be hip distance apart. Think about lifting through your arches, making sure everything is tracking up nicely. Just to start, we're gonna just open up the wrists a little bit here. So those fingers are always gonna be pointing towards your shoulders, and you're just gonna carefully work on bringing the palms down onto the mat, Move the hands a little further away from your shoulders. We're going to bring the palms down. The further you go away, the harder it's going to be. And just keep working, keep stretching those hands. Do what feels okay for you. You don't need to wrench on your fingers. Reset and try again. Nice, and then you can bring those hands up, give them a little love, give them a little shake out, maybe do a couple stars, and then we're going into it. We've got 3 reps at most, only 3. You can do anything for 3 reps. So, hands are coming down, get those feet nice and ready. You're gonna pick your hips up, send all that weight through your knees into the other side of the room. Press through those arms like crazy, lifting yourself on up. And then when you're ready, softly bend the elbows, dive your head, place your shoulders down first, come all the way on down, release those hands. Make whatever adjustments you need to make. Maybe you're just getting up just to here. That's totally cool. Keep pressing, keep working, and keep moving. We can do this. We got 2 more here. So when you're ready, curl through those hips, send all that weight through those legs, lifting up. And then carefully coming all the way back on down. Release. We got one last one. Place those hands down. Big long inhale to prepare. Exhale, press yourself all the way on up. Happy thought. Come all the way on down. Grab hold of those legs. Give yourself a nice little hug. Bend the opposite way. Maybe rock them around. Give yourself a pat on the back, because you know what? Even if you didn't get up, like, oh God, those are hard. Like, it's awesome that you're even trying, because, you know, so many people, even they get past 11 years old and then they're like, you know what? All that playing upside down stuff is not for me anymore. You know what? I say it is. So, just as a little finish, we're going to hug those legs in. We're going to do a little rolling like a ball, just to roll our spine the other way. So hug on in, around through your spine. Inhale as you roll backwards. Exhale as you roll back up. Oh, it feels so good. One last one. Coming all the way on up. And then releasing those legs. And awesome job. So if you know, some of you will be like, if you humored me, but if you have tried and if you did all these things, tell me, share with me. I would love to know. Take a picture, tag me in it. Oh, all that good stuff. I would love to hear from you. Love to know if you made it through this video alive and well and are feeling as good and as loose as I am. As you can see, this is something that I've been working on a lot, because my body, it actually doesn't come very easy. Some of you may scoff at me. I bet I can name a few, but it's something that really doesn't come easy for me, and I practice a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. So keep practicing and you will get there. I promise you. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and that I will see you all very, very soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep moving. Lots of love.